So the first thing we're going to do to start building our website is we're going to create a root folder on the desktop. And we're going to do that by right-clicking on the desktop and creating a new folder, an empty folder, and renaming that with your last name, all lowercase. And inside that folder, open it up and right-click again and create two more folders inside there. One of them is going to be called images, all lowercase. That's going to hold our images for our site. And one more folder we'll create right now, and we'll call that media. And if you look at the PowerPoint presentation on the class site that I've indicated as one of your viewing materials for this week, you'll see a basic layout of what you're going to end up with essentially in your root folder. But these are two folders that we'll probably be using very, very shortly in building our website. So I wanted to just create those two empty folders ready to go. And so close that window. And now you've got your root folder on the desktop. And then we're going to go ahead and launch Dreamweaver. And I'm going to launch it from the dock down here on my Mac. If you're using a PC, just look for it in the list of apps that you have, or from the Start menu. And as you can see, we'll be using Dreamweaver CS6 for this class. And when we open up Dreamweaver, we are taken to the welcome screen. And we have a number of options here: open recent items or create new, top features if you want to look at some short video explanations of features. But we're going to start with, we're going to go straight to creating, first of all, our site. So we're going to click on the Dreamweaver site to open up a new site, and we're going to give the site a name, and I'm going to call this Knopf's website. Now, and this is one of the few areas in this course where you can just use a normal grammar and uppercase letters here to describe which website you're working on. And Dreamweaver allows you to create multiple websites and to switch back and forth between those sites. So this is one area where you can indeed put a space in, but as I mentioned, one of the rules for this course is unless I mention a specific area that you can use regular grammar, stick to lowercase and no spaces as a rule. Okay, then the local site folder, this field, to link your site to the folder that we created, the root folder, you simply click on the folder icon to the right of that field. And notice as you hover over it, it says Browse for Folder. So you click on that. And then you're going to navigate to your desktop and select the root folder that we just created on the desktop. You select that folder and then click Choose. Now, before we click Save and move on, we want to make sure that we have this server assigned, or a server assigned to this website that we're creating. So the server is where we're going to upload our files to, so that our website will be available to internet users. So in the left-hand side of the site setup in Dreamweaver, you're going to click on Servers. And in this window, you can see we don't have any servers connected. And so to add a new server, we click on the plus symbol here. And here we get the server settings that we're going to enter in here specifically for the server that we'll be using for this class. And I've created directories or folders on the server for all of you in this class to connect to and to use specifically with your website. And so to start with, the top field in here, the server name, we're just going to give this a name that tells us which server we're using for this particular website. In this case, we're going to call the server the SIM server, and that's the name of the server that we'll be using, as I said, for this course. So just call it SIM server. We're going to connect using FTP. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol, and it's one of the items in the glossary for this course that you can review at your leisure. The FTP address, so the specific address to get to the server, is going to be sim.colum.edu. And by the way, all of these FTP settings that I'm putting in here during this tutorial are available on the Moodle site, so you can go in and review these settings at any time. You'll see a document entitled FTP settings for the course, and that's all I'm putting in here. The username that you're going to be entering is IAM, all lowercase, and then the password, you're going to get the password specifically from the Moodle site. I'm not going to broadcast it out loud here because others may view this video and I don't want everybody getting access to it, but as a course member you can put in the password right here that's been assigned for this course. I'm going to go ahead and enter it, but not mention out loud what it is. Then after you enter in the password, you're going to go down to the root directory field here, and you're going to put in WD as in web design. So this is a specific folder that I've created for this class, and so it's going to be WD and then a / and then your last name, not mine. You put in your last name, all lowercase. And then when you've got that entered in there, you simply click test to see if you are actually connecting to the server, and give it a moment to connect. And so hopefully it says that Adobe Dreamweaver connected to your web server successfully. If it gave you an error message or told you that it can't connect to the server, please recheck all of these fields. Make sure there are no spaces, make sure it's all lowercase, and in particular make sure that you've entered the password correctly. And if you still have problems, please contact me and we can resolve the situation so you can connect. Click OK once you've connected, and then we're going to click Save, and then Save again. Now if you didn't connect to the server, please feel free to follow along with the tutorial. You'll just have to work offline until you get the server connection established, or I can assist you with that through the Moodle website. If you want to post me questions and see what you're doing, I can take a look at your connection. But feel free to continue with the tutorial if you didn't connect. So whether you're connected or not, if you are connected, you should see down on the right hand side of Dreamweaver now that you have this little files area that's showing your site and the images and the media folder that you created. And so now we're ready to move along to the next tutorial, which we will look at to view Dreamweaver itself, the interface, and the main features that we'll be using in Dreamweaver to create our website.